original oven, right? Juliana's, baby. Let's go taste it. What's up, pizza fam? Exciting times. I'm at one of the original locations of one of the original pizzerias in New York City. Juliana's is the original location for what used to be Grimaldi's, which is now next door to it, like a couple feet away. Juliana's is sitting on the location of the original Grimaldi's, one of the original 5 coal-fired pizzerias in New York City. It's no longer Grimaldi's. Grimaldi's is now next door. Patsy sold Grimaldi's and he retired. Patsy Grimaldi, the owner of the original Grimaldi's, he retired. He sold it. And when the new owners of Grimaldi's decided to move next door because of a rent dispute, they moved into an old bank next door to Juliana's, and Patsy Grimaldi came out of retirement and he said, all right, I'm going to go and buy my old place back. I'm going to go and start a new business, come out of retirement, get back into business. And that's what he did. Unfortunately, he did not know he couldn't name his place Grimaldi's anymore. He lost that privilege when he sold it. And so now the place next door to his original Grimaldi's place is Grimaldi's, and he named it Juliana's after his wife. Now get this, guys, the oven. When Grimaldi's opened next door, they could not take the oven with them because according to the city, you're not allowed to for 2 reasons. Because it was illegal. The only reason why these old coal ovens like at Lombardi's get to operate is because they were grandfathered in. They were basically they were already there, you know. But if you open up a new pizzeria, you can't build a coal oven unless you make a hybrid oven. It's got to be both coal and gas. Because of environmental laws, it needs to be a hybrid oven. So supposedly the Grimaldi's oven at the new Grimaldi's next door is a hybrid, gas and coal. The original oven, which is all coal, is the one you just saw. So it's kind of like, you know, these two businesses are sort of feeding each other. They kind of form a symbiotic relationship. You know, they bring each other customers. People who go to Grimaldi's are like, all right, let's go and try the pizza at Juliana's in the original Grimaldi's oven. And the people who go to Juliana's are like, all right, original Grimaldi's oven, but let's go and try the original Grimaldi's recipe next door. All I know is that I'm about to taste this thing, regardless of where it's made, how it's made. I want to know how it tastes. So let's dig in, guys. The pizza comes in a paper. Take a look at that. Paper bag. No box. I'm assuming there's a reason for that. Maybe the pizza stays a little crispier longer. Ooh, man. Oh, that is a pretty looking pie. All right, I got one. Little crack on the fold. I like that. And you know what I like even more than the crack on the fold? When the pizza not only cracks as you move it and fold it, but when the pizza looks like that on the bottom. This is coal-fired goodness, baby. Coal-fired. 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 The element of smoky flavor, coal-fired infused flavor is there. Lots of oregano in that sauce, which is unique for a coal-fired margarita. The crust reminds me of Lucali. Maybe not as airy as Lucali, a little more chewy, a little more dense, but very pita bread like. It's good. Okay, guys, let's move in. Let's inspect and analyze this beauty. Margarita done in a New York style with the oregano. A lot of it. You know I'm not going to complain about that, guys. Look at all that herb. Look at all those herbs. The basil, the oregano. And it's quite pungent. Not the best basil I've had, but there's quite a bit of an oregano. There's an oregano presence on this pizza. And I like that. I like that because typically on a margarita you don't get the oregano. Oregano is something that you find on the quintessential New York pizza. I really enjoyed this pizza. I would have liked a little more crisp. It's the flavor that matters. It's that. That, my friends, is what gives pizza good flavor. What gives the crust good flavor. There was plenty of smoky flavor to this thing. And the sauce was a little less sweet than I would have liked. That was the first thing that crossed my mind when this pizza hit my taste buds. The sauce wasn't as sweet. It's not bad. It's raw, as expected on a margarita. On a margarita, you put raw sauce because you want to taste the quality of the tomatoes. You don't want a garlic spiked sauce on a margarita. That's why they put it on raw, because typically on margaritas, they use San Marzano tomatoes, which are naturally sweet. You want to taste them. You don't want herbs. You don't want anything on it. You don't want any of the, you don't want any garlic on it. You don't want nothing on it. San Marzano sauce, you don't want nothing on it. This is not San Marzano sauce. So I'm kind of glad they put some oregano on it and, you know, spiced it up a little bit. Not the sweetest. It wasn't bad, but on a margarita at Juliana's, I don't know if they're using some good quality San Marzano tomatoes. I don't know. I don't know. It sure did not taste like it, but it was still pretty good. That does not surprise me, guys. Totally expected to pass the vertical test. Totally expected it. Now we'll do the cold test. Pizza cools down. Still cracking. Does it maintain its integrity? Does it maintain its lack of flop? Yes, it does. Mozzarella, fresh mozzarella. Good old fresh mozzarella. There's nothing extraordinary about this cheese. It is not greasy at all. It is just a good quality, fresh mozzarella. I like the smoky crust. I love that undercarriage. I love the smoky crust. But I would have preferred a more airy crust. A little more volume to the crust. It's just chewy. It's like pita bread, but not as airy as the Lucali crust, which is kind of similar. This just isn't as airy. You know, it has less volume to it. But not bad. All right, guys, the verdict. Unfortunately, this pizza did not smack me in the mouth. I expected to be smacked in the mouth by this pizza. It did not smack me in the face. I love that char. I love it. I love that char. I love the crust, though. When it cools down, it becomes so stale. It's like stale pita bread. Definitely, most likely, naturally fermented dough. Very pita bread-like. When it gets cold, it really gets stale, and you got to warm it up, or you can't really bite into it. It's like biting into a freaking 2 inches of cardboard. A little stale. The sauce wasn't naturally sweet. I was a little let down by that. And the cheese, there wasn't that much on it, you know? There wasn't that much on it. I can't give it the 8. I can't give it the 8. Despite that delicious char, I really didn't get any coal on my fingers, any soot on my fingers like I did with Sally's. 7.9. It's just short of the 8. 7.9. A disappointing 7.9. It hurts. It almost hurts to give it a 7.9. You know, this pizza came out of one of those OG ovens. That oven was an OG, man, original. But you know, the ingredients are the ingredients, and that sauce was not the best I've had. It just, the overall flavor of the pizza didn't smack me in the mouth. I wanted to get spanked in the face, smacked right on the lips. This pizza gave me as much, didn't give me so much as a smooch. You know, maybe it was a little smooch on the lips. It was good. You know, I'll take a smooch, but I wanted to be smacked in the face. And that pizza did not do that. But anyways, guys, it is what it is. 7-9, I think that's a fair score. Well, that's it for the review, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can watch my video as soon as they drop. My videos as soon as they drop. Until next time, keep those bellies full. This is Antonio, signing off.